Kathy Bedell with mystampinspot.com. Coming back. I hope you all saw the first video this morning. If you haven't seen it, go back and take a look. I'm trying to pull up my feed here so I can see when people join in, and for some reason I can't get it to pull up. So, let's see. A few things to talk about. First of all, did you all find the post with the graphic of the numbers to choose your bingo numbers for later? I hope you did. And what about... I'm sorry, I'm really distracted because I'm not used to using this two-computer thing here. This is new for me, so please bear with me. I'm really sorry. Okay, so the graphic with the numbers on it, be sure you choose 5 numbers to play bingo with later today. And what else? What else did I put up there? Well, it's early in the morning. I haven't had enough coffee yet, ladies. I'm sorry. Okay, so I wanted to point out first, if you shop with me today with using this hostess code, for every $25 purchase, you'll get 5 entries into my giveaways today. And here are some of the things I'll be giving away. This new 4 Seasons Floral, Zany Zebras, and Hooray to You. So basically the way that's going to work is when you like posts and you share my videos, or you share the event that's going on today. Debbie, I saw you did that. Thank you. You'll gain points for all those things. And I did not yet make a post for that because I was getting ready for this one and trying to post some other things. But I will make a post with specifics about what you can earn points for. So, and at bingo at 5 o'clock, we'll draw one. All right, so I have a question for you guys. Did you guys get this with your catalog? So I received a catalog that was shrink wrapped, and this was on the front of it. And so I assumed that you all got it, and perhaps you didn't. And if you didn't, if some of you could comment and just let me know, I could put some in the mail to everybody. This is really kind of cute. It's called a beginner brochure, but this is actually where all my little prizes are coming from. I know, hopefully you can see this well. It's got some great little ideas and some simple sets for the beginner. I really love the colors this year. They're fantastic. Anyway, that's the new adhesive we're going to talk about later. And so if you did not get this shrink wrapped with your catalog, someone messaged me this morning and said, oh, you mentioned the other catalog. I didn't get that. And so now I'm thinking maybe only demonstrators got this. So if you didn't get this, let me know. And we can get one out to you. Although I do think most of these things are in the catalog, but I haven't really researched it to know for sure. So if you didn't get one or you did get one, just put it in the comments so that I have an idea. And I'll look to get one out. Okay, this paper is to die for. If you are all things glitter, this is for you. And I don't know that this will show up enough. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see the light on this. I'm just going to move it around. It is, you know the glitter sparkle paper that we all use at Christmas because we all love it in our Christmas things? Well, this is that colored. It's gorgeous. You get 2 sheets in the pack. As you can see, I've already cut into one. And I wanted to show you that this is one card that I made. Basically what I did was I took the stamp set, Blossoms in Bloom. The accompanying dies are fabulous. So this is how I store my dies with my stamp sets. I'm going to hold it this way so hopefully you get more of it in the view. I put my dies right in my stamp set. So this is one die. And this you can layer over it for more depth. with this glitter paper, we probably don't need that much layering, but I'm going to show you what I did. I ran it through the Bake Shot, and I am going to... So this tool is no longer this tool. There's an attachment for the pick-me-up, which I know you know. I know you all know I love. Now this little head kind of converts into the head of this, which is awesome. And it really helps release pieces. See how quick that popped out? And then we just have to take out the last few. And in my haste, I don't think I cut a white layer to put this on. My plan was to put it on a white layer and pop it on this Granny Apple green card base. I do have a piece of white scrap here, but it's not cut appropriately. But we're going to make it work for today. Okay, so I want to show you the new adhesive. This piece is going to be crooked, folks, because this was scrap paper. This is Stamp and Seal. Stamp and Seal Plus. This is very similar to a product that we used to have, and the name always escapes me. I can't remember what it's called. I was actually not a fan of it, but this stuff is great. The Plus is what you would use when you're making 3D bags or boxes, but the Stamp and Seal, what's kind of cool about it is you open up the package, and it gives you a little reclosable bag. Now, the price went up a little from what we used to have. It's got a little removable top, which I actually keep in my bag so I don't lose it because I'm good for dropping things. It has more yardage on it than the old snail that we used to carry. I'm going to put my die back in my stamp set here so I don't lose it. And so I used it all day yesterday, and when I first started, I didn't like it quite as much as the old snail. It took me a little while to get used to it. Oh, this card is not folded properly. I'm a mess this morning. I really have not had enough coffee. But I have to say, by 12 o'clock last night, it was my go-to. So these flowers, once you know you have everything popped out, which I actually don't, but that's okay. Because I'm actually not going to adhere this because I did not cut this piece appropriately, so I'm not going to waste this beautiful piece of DSP. It's so gorgeous. But essentially, you would just adhere that with some glue dots or a little Tombow glue. Look how pretty those are. Now, this label, how much do you love this? I don't know. I'm going to turn it this way because I think maybe you can see it better this way. It's called the Postage Punch. Postage Label Punch. And it's part of a stamp set. I'm looking for it actually as we speak. I should have pulled the stamp set, and I apologize. It's right here. It goes with Posted For You, which is a stamp set. It's got this great shape, and it is very versatile. And, you know, you could cut squares out of that. Let me pull up that. You can see I have my catalog all marked by pages. There's the stamp set that it goes with. Can you see that? Posted For You? It's really cute. It's got the little birds and the love, and they kind of look like stamps, but you don't have to use them as stamp. It's really a great set. We're actually going to be using it later. Not for, just for a greeting, but. So, this is the beautiful glimmer paper, which I think may be my favorite product in the catalog. I'm going to set those aside, and we're going to go on to this card, which is actually a club card this month. So if you're a local stamper, and you'll be getting your kits today if you don't have them already, and this is, you have to apply so little pressure. It's awesome, this new seal. I'm using the seal, not the Seal Plus today. And it is refillable, so that's a good thing. I don't think that's very straight. As I always tell you, this is a little stickier, I think, than the regular snail. I don't know if I can get this off. But as I always tell you guys, I don't do things this straight when I'm working on camera because of the fact that I typically stand up. So if you're a club member, you'll be receiving this packet today. Larry will be dropping those off. Monday night we'll be dropping off. I'll be dropping off Wednesdays and Fridays later in the week. But let me show you how to make this. I thought this was a good technique for everybody. I'm using the new In Color Magenta Madness. Do you love that? That's Magenta Madness. This is the new Misty Moonlight. I don't know if you can see that there. And this is Grainy Apple Green, which is an older color. We've had it. I'm going to move those up there. And I'm sure you all know the sponge technique, but here's a piece of scrap for me. I'm going to take a sponge, and I'm just going to cut it into little pieces. You could get, I don't know, 6 or 8 pieces out of this. I tend to do them a little bigger than a lot of demos do because I really hate having ink all over my hands, although I usually do. And all you're going to do is sponge some color on. Now, you don't need to be perfect. If you look here, you'll see the green and the pink kind of blended a little bit. In here, the blue and the pink kind of blended. It's pretty. It adds to the eclectic look of this card. So I'm going to start with the green because that's a little easier for me to start with the leaves. And you can do it as dark or as light as you want. And you just add some color. Very important to have this on some scrap. And let's see. Just keep turning it and add some color. These pieces need to be poked out. There we go. Like so. I know it's boring watching this part, but I have no other way to get through this but to... I guess if I were a video whiz, I could somehow... Maybe that'll be my next course of action, is figuring out how to edit these videos to speed them up so you don't have to sit here and watch this all. As you can see, I am not being very particular. This is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be fun. Just get them as dark or as light as you want. And then I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to do my bigger flowers blue, just to show you how different they can look. So I'm going to do my small flowers pink. I'll do those next. I always like to make a little variance on the cards I demonstrate from the ones that I pre-made, just so you can see how different they look, even though they're the same colors and the same basic pattern and setup. But they really do take on a different look, depending on which colors you use. See, I already don't think I like this as much as the pink. Isn't that interesting? It's a beautiful day here in New Hampshire. It was so hot and humid. Well, it wasn't like ultra hot, but the air was thick. If you have trouble breathing at all, living in New Hampshire this past week was not that great. I saw a couple people post that they went to the beach yesterday, which is very exciting because there's been no beach during lockdown. A little envious of that. Do you guys love the beach? I love the beach. So don't forget to like and comment and share, but do it all before 4 o'clock because I will be tallying all those up and I'll be giving away prizes and those awesome stamp sets. Okay, I think that's good. Get that out of the way. Let's see, I think I like it this way. I'm turning it this way because of this flower. Like this, that flower looks upside down to me. Okay, and so for this one, I'm going to just add a little bit of Tombow to it. I don't use Tombow a ton. I know some demonstrators always use it. I just always get it all over my fingers because I'm always too rushed. And so, and see how I put too much on there? But that's okay. I'm picking it up and I'm moving it. But on a project like this, you either have to have the fine tip glue or you have to have a little Tombow because the snail would just be everywhere. And Voila. Let's shift this just a little bit so my little leaf is in there. Okay, now this is Fancy Phrases. The best thing about this stamp set is this is a great background. You could stamp that one image on a white piece of paper, imagine in the corner, and just stamp a greeting there. And boom, you are done. How fabulous is that? Grab a block over here, and I'm going to, see, I'm using my scrap, and I'm going to just, I think I'll do this verbiage in pink. Like this. So here's a tip when you're using this punch. Unlike most of the punches, and I don't go in this way, I always go in this way so I can see. Most of the punches I do like this. This one you really need to come in from the side. So when you're stamping your image, you need to make sure you have it closer to a side for that reason. Like that. And did I bring dimensionals over here? Oh yeah, I did. I tried to put everything on this table last night that I would need for today because I am here all day today. I hope you'll pop in and out all day. And we are going to just pop that up there. What do you think? Which one do you like better? I want to show you, actually. I hadn't planned on doing this, but because I mentioned it. Do you like the blue or the pink flowers? I think I like the pink. So this is not a squared piece. This was scrap paper, but you'll get the idea of what I was just saying. If you take this beautiful image, and this hasn't even been used yet, again, this is out of the Fancy Phrases, and I'm taking this big floral image here, popping it on my block, and I think I am going to do the whole image just in blue. Leaves aren't blue. I think technically I would do this in a black maybe, or a soft suede or something like that. Just grabbing some scrap here, but you'll get the idea. You could take markers and actually color the stamp. See how pretty that is? I think I did it upside down a little. Let me try it this way. You can tell it's my first time using this actual image, but I just saw it and I thought, wow, that would be pretty just like that. How pretty is that? And then you could just go in and add a simple greeting. Just trying to clean my stamp here while we're sitting here so I don't get the darker image, the darker ink on the wrong ink on the. And you'll notice, just tap on these new ink pads. You don't need to be super. Imagine that on a card. Wouldn't that be pretty? I think that's beautiful. Anyway, okay, so just a reminder to make sure you comment and post, and I will get those little catalogs out to you guys. Maybe I can throw in some free samples or something with them. Jill, you said had a great beach day yesterday. I saw your post. Isn't that funny? Like I said, if you place an order using this host code anytime today, for every $25 you spend, you get 5 entries into my drawings for those free stamp sets. Plus, I'll send you one of these card kits. And I know I've said it before, but this card kit comes with everything you need to make it, even this image. This is actually DSP that I trimmed, so I'll send you a little piece of DSP and you can hand cut it. Really all you need is glue dots and some adhesive to put this together. So if you make a purchase, I'll send you that. Thank you. And let's see, what else? I guess now's as good a time as any, real quick, to talk to you about something I'm going to start this year. I've never done one before. I know a lot of people have. It's called a Christmas Card Club. And girls, if you're local and you want to do this club, don't go to the link and sign up automatically. Because I won't charge you shipping. Your price would be a little bit less. I'm looking for my notebook so I make sure I don't get the details wrong. So this will be 2 of 4 June cards. This is obviously isn't all of the cards. These are just a couple quick ones I made up last night. Oh, let me show you my Stamp and Seal. If you're traveling and you're worried about your adhesive drying out at all, put it right back, and you put the cover on. I'm not going to dig around in there. Put it right back in here and seal it back up. Just kind of cool. Good for traveling. So the Christmas Card Club, if you go to mystempandspot.com, there is a tab there that it's called Christmas Card Club. You click on that link and it has all the information about how it's going to work. And if you're not local, or even if you are local and you just want to have the package shipped to you instead of having to pick it up, for 6 months, June through November, we will make 8 cards. So it'll be 2 of 4 different designs. So these are the 2 designs. There'll be 2 more, and you'll make a total of 8 cards. You will get everything you need, all the cutouts, whatever embellishments. Again, this is DSP, not unlike this card. See how similar those are? See, I took the same basic design. I will big shot anything that needs to be big shotted, and you'll get cute little kits with instructions. And I will let you know what stamp sets I'm using that month, but you could pretty much substitute anything that you had at home. In your package, you will get at least $25 in product. So, for instance, this month, it may include some of these little red rhinestones, or maybe some of these gold rhinestones. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out for this month yet, but you'll get $25 in product in your package, and your stamps will not be included. But like I said, once you join, I will email everybody before the order goes in, and if you want to add the stamp set, then I will ship that stamp set for you to you for free. So if the stamp set costs $27, it's only going to cost you $27. It's not going to cost you any shipping. I won't charge you to ship it from Stampin' Up, and I won't charge any more to ship it to you, because these will all be going out in prepaid padded envelopes. So let's see, what else do you need to know? So this is going to be subscription based. This is different than anything I've ever done. Once you sign up, if you sign up on the 10th of the month, then for 6 months, on the 10th of the month, you will be charged automatically. And I will get notification of that, and I will prepare your package. And once I have my cards designed, I'll shoot an email out to any subscribers and just say, hey, just so you know, this month's cards will be using Stamp Set X. If you want to include it, just message me and let me know that. So you'll have to email me back and just say, yes, I want to add on the stamp set, and we'll have to make arrangements for payment for that stamp set. So it will be $35. That includes all shipping costs. That includes the shipping costs of all the product, the shipping to you, everything. And if you add the stamp set on, you'll only be paying the additional price of the stamp set. So, like I said, if you go to mystempandspot.com, there is a tab up the top that says Christmas Club. So if you're local, and it's $30 if you're local, if we're not going to ship it to you. So, but the catch is you're going to have to pick it up here. Whether it be at clubs, or what I actually hope to happen is that we can actually make it a night or an afternoon where you come and can assemble them here. But until we're totally opened up, you'll have to just take the packages. So $30 if you're local, $30 if I'm shipping it to you. It'll include $25 in product, plus basically 8 card kits. 2 of 4 different designs. That's for June, July, August, September, October, and November. So for 6 months. At the end of 6 months, you'll have 48 Christmas cards to send out. It is a subscription base, so you will get charged automatically. But I have to tell you, if you stick with it all 6 months, at the end of the 6 months, I will give you $25 product credit for you to pick out anything that you want. So that's the big perk with staying with it for the full 6 months. At the end of it all, you get to pick out $25 of merchandise, any merchandise you want that's current in catalogs. Okay, so I don't know if we have any questions on that. Oh, Lisa, I see you didn't get a catalog. I'm shocked. Okay, I will make sure I get one out to you. Going to put your name down. If there's anybody else that didn't get a catalog, please let me know. I did hear from someone last week that didn't get a catalog, and I sent them out. I mailed them all directly this year from Stampin' Up, which is different than most years. So, look, I have a little catalog list going on. So if you did not receive a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator, reach out to me, message me, whatever. I'll go through all the comments later, and I'll keep this list going. Okay, all right. Well, listen, guys, thank you very much for joining me this morning, and I will see you back here. I'll be posting from some fun things, but I will be going live again at 12 o'clock, and I have to tell you, I have a huge suite to show you. Great for men, great for women, great for sympathy, birthday, you name it. It's an awesome collection of goods. So 12 o'clock, I have a lot of cards to show you. There's probably 6 or 8 cards just in that one suite alone. We won't be making them all, but I have lots of samples to show you. So keep checking in, looking for posts, make comments, likes, all the rest of it. And if nothing else, I hope to see you all at 5 o'clock tonight for bingo. Thanks, ladies. Have a great day.